Hi, I'm John Harris, editor of Politico. Time to turn the tables on the Sunday talk show hosts. Our question this week, the midterm elections, are they getting tighter? Is the Democratic base finally coming home? We'll discuss all this with Chris Wallace of Fox News, Candy Crowley of CNN, and Christiane Amanpour of ABC. What do you think? Is this midterm race getting tighter? Is the Democratic base coming home?
Sure, I think we can expect it to get tighter still because that's what happens right before elections. People are paying attention now. People who are angry with the Democrats may say, yeah, but I'm still going to go vote for them. I think 35,000 turning out for President Obama is great for President Obama, but the question is, are they going to turn out to vote? And as you point out, in some of these races where the swing districts are, where the House will be decided, it is still either very close or the Republicans ahead. So there's always room for optimism because we never quite know what is going to happen when those voters we've been polling for a year and a half get to the polls. But it is such a huge wave coming at the Democrats. It's hard to imagine an election where they can do anything other than mitigate the losses.
Well, you know that President Obama, as you say, has been on the road. Vice President Biden basically, in general, told Democrats to stop whining and get on out there. And it looks like, whether it was in a reaction to that or whatever, that people have started to come out. Certainly, we're told there was something like 26,000 or more people, a lot of young people at the University of Wisconsin speech. And then, as you say, NBC came out with a poll showing the enthusiasm gap is somewhat closing. So obviously, people are trying to tap their base, tap their voters, and make sure that they don't stay home, because people say the difference on election day is in turnout. On the other hand, there are a lot of people who are saying it's not just going to be the turnout, it's going to be the issues, it's going to be the Democrats' issues in states, for instance, that are leaning Republican and where, you know, a lot of Democrats are having some troubles, particularly those who are trying to sort of run away from their close association with President Obama and his policies.
Vice President Biden had an interesting way of energizing the base the other day. He told them to stop whining. What did you make of that?
Well, and the president did that a little bit, too. I think that they're, you know, again, trying to call out the Democrats. It's a little bit, you know, it's more of a stick than it is a carrot. But it's again saying this is a serious election. There's a lot riding on it. You may not be happy with us, but you're really going to be unhappy with those guys. So don't make a mistake and sit on your hands. You know, they got to do something to build a fire. Every poll has indicated, and even, as you say, with some Democratic burst of enthusiasm, there's still this big enthusiasm gap, almost 2-to-1, when people are asked, are you following the election closely? Are you excited about voting on Election Day? Twice as many Republicans as Democrats say answer in the affirmative. So they got to do something to get them. And if, you know, rhetoric isn't going to do it, maybe you start calling them out and telling them to buck up, as the president said, or to stop whining, as the vice president said.
Thanks once again for tuning in. Be sure to check out the full interviews at Politico.com/turnthetable.